So you can go thumb over the top, like all the jerk off guys do. Right? That's what guys do. I'm just kidding. All right. It's cool. You can do that way. All right. Or you can come underneath like you were. So but keep the hand together. Don't spread the fingers out like this, and don't keep them like that. Because the goal is. That's his light. Yeah, don't worry about it. Keep it on the whole. It's an O light though. So what's going to happen is by the end of the day, that's going to explode.
Yeah. It might shock you. Worst case.
Yeah, you only need to.
I need another rifle mag holder.
So the idea is put it up there like you're going to shoot. See the target? Not the big guy in the corner, right by the blue barrel.
White.
Yeah, he's white.
Yeah, whitish.
Yeah. Whatever he is, right? Okay, you good? Yeah. So the goal is, when we're going to shoot fast here in a minute, right, we want to handle recoil, right? Because when you watch you guys shoot, usually what happens to rifle shooters is they get the first hit, they don't account for recoil, the second or third shot starts to rise and they miss over the top. So 99% of all 223 round misses are over the top of the target, right, over the shoulder. So somebody said, why do I use small targets? I use small targets because I want to keep you in an area where your body understands what's going on, right? So put the gun back up. So for some of you, this is going to be hard, okay? Because you got to engage your core, okay? So some of you have
I'm fat.
a lot of core. Some of you are fat.
I had to yell it so you could use it.
So to do that, you take if you're right-handed, you take your left leg. So take your left leg further up a little bit. There you go. So your shoulder, your support side shoulder is over your knee. Is where you want to be, right? So if I'm getting ready to launch into a doorway or bring my rifle out or roll behind cover on this side, my knee's going to be here. If I switch around cover, I'm going to be here like this. But the goal is I want to be able to take off in the direction where I want to go, right? And then I don't need to make adjustments out so much like here. I want to make adjustments here for where I want to go. You'll see when we do that later on. So the goal is, you got it good? The goal is I should move that like that. So he's going to pull this in with his hand right there to keep it tight. He's going to cant that wrist like this to keep the front end down. Yep. Pull down with this hand a little bit. There you go. So he doesn't let me do. There we go. So I got some tension on there. All right. And as he's doing that, to keep the gun level, he's pulling back into his shoulder a tiny bit. So we're pulling like this, and he's going to keep that elbow tight. Put that down. There you go. You on it now? You on the target? Good. Shoot around. There you go. There's a good hit. Ready? Go. One more. Go. Nope. Oh, no,
You're out, buddy.
Out.
Done it.
You got
Switch.
Yeah. Drop that out. Nope. The other one by
Other side?
finger. Other side.
Yep.
Other side.
Right there. Right there.
That one right there.
Drop it. Let it hit the ground. What do you find?
Love it.
Other way. There you go.
5, 5, 6.
Is that you cooking?
Something's a little warm.
There you go.
I bet it's that cooked.
Is it freshly painted?
Watch the finger
Yeah,
up
these
there.
are both freshly painted, and that one's got
You
some
only do
tape
it
on it.
once. You'll be all right. And then we'll put some Neosporin on it. You'll be good to go. Okay. So I'm going to give him some Midol.
I have some of them back. Just in for cases.
Push and hold plus and minus to take it off the auto brightness, right?
Sometimes. What is it? Hollow sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's push and hold plus. Yeah.
Because it's far too bright for when I was shooting back there into the shadows.
Yeah, mine's nice and dim right
Pull
now.
the trigger as soon as you can and get a hit. Ready?
Now it's dim.
Good. Ready?
Now it's bright. Now it's dim.
Miss. One more time. There we go. Good. All right. Fuck off the line. So he's running right about a third of a second, which is human reaction time is about a quarter.
Good shooting.
So we'll run this drill like this, with how fast you hear the trigger finger, and then when we come back after we load up, we'll run it on from a low ready, see how fast you go, see who we got the fastest time on. Give me somebody else.
Quick feet.
You should volunteer. All right. Get up there. You ready? From there.
Can you see it?
Ready?
Hold on.
See it?
No, I'm not worried about
Can you see it?
Ready?
Is it there?
Hey, shut the fuck up. In the count, in the
Okay.
peanut gallery. He's trying to work. This is hard for him. You gotta remember that, all right?
I know it is. It's very hard.
There's no TV in there. Ready? Miss over top. Yeah, I know. That's all right. You're on the buzzer, right? Good. Ready? Good. One more. There we go. So he's running about a quarter. 25, somewhere in there, 28. Not bad. Okay, give me somebody else. Sorry. All right. Overland Park's finest.
God.
That's all right. Give me a couple hits. I just on the timing like across the street.
Think about PMags, you can't tell many rounds.
No. You just gotta guess.
One more. Ready? So when you're
gotta hold it a hair length.
when you're shooting, okay.
You got extra if I need one?
Your shooting position.
What?
You got
So
an
when
extra
you're-
if I
when
need
you're
one?
looking at yourself
I got
or
this
you have
one's
somebody
full.
shoot, whether you're out with somebody, pick the farthest
I've
back
got-
on their back you can see. So the farthest
I don't know
back on
who
their back
owns
is
this
where the
one.
sling is right here,
It's not me.
right? And I wanted to
Weight
shoot three
wise
rounds
between,
really
I
quick.
imagine
What
this
you're
is
gonna
4 or
see is,
5.
He's a big, strong guy and he shoots really well and he's very structured in his form. He's a little too
About
a little
3.
too hard on the gun. All right. And what you're going to see is his back is going to come back to about here. If he does
4 or
it
5.
right. So shoot 3 pretty quick. So here's his back right here. Here's my hand. Go ahead. So that's when you miss over the top. So what happens is you're seeing what you're seeing. The problem is I've moved my position back far enough to where now those little increments of where the gun moves is throwing me over the top where I need to be. Every hit with a rifle, especially with this rifle, every miss with this rifle is primarily because the gun is moving, not because you can't shoot. The gun's not steady. And then we amplify that by putting one of those on, because now basically you're looking through a toilet paper tube, all right? And if I dial that down to, what is that, a 6 or an 8 or a 4
It's a
or
6.
whatever. Yeah. So now I'm not at 75 yards, I'm at 10 yards or 12 yards visually. My field of view is really short. So now every little breath I take, I move that motherfucker off target, and it's a problem. But now if I'm 200 yards away from a guy, then when I want to canoe him, fuck yeah, right? Yeah, that's just the way it is. But whatever. All right, get up there. Let's go.